You're listening to the Wired for Impact podcast.
The central banks will never let you have a currency that competes directly with them and gives you more freedom. That won't happen. Okay, maybe now, but not in the future. Now, the thing is with XRP, if you buy XRP and the price inevitably, when it does go up, brings you wealth, makes you money, and you can convert that into whatever else you want. It could be dollars, gold, assets, real estate. You're a winner, okay? And it doesn't mean you're supporting a cabal and elites and central bankers. If it goes up and you make money on it, that means you're supporting yourself and you took care of yourself. You're getting in on an opportunity that has a very small window so that you can make money and have more freedom for yourself and your family. But ultimately, it's not going to be used to make your life easier. XRP is not created for that use case. It's not for the average person. And if people think that, that's extremely stupid and naive. But you can make money on it. And the technical analysis and the fundamental analysis, which we combine both, are indicating that XRP is going to be an extremely, very high price. And I'm not going to put numbers out here because I don't want to look crazy. But that's not me speaking. That's the numbers, the data, the figures, and the charts speaking. On top of that, you got all the partnerships and the fundamentals in the background that are perfectly laid out, ready to go. So if you own XRP, and notably, I have to note there's also a limited supply, and the demand will be extremely high because institutions are going to have to use it for liquidity purposes and to move value, which means there will be even less supply available because institutions, when they do buy it and use it, they're not going to be selling it. They're going to be holding it to use it. So just more and more institutions are going to grasp onto more XRP, and the supply is going to become even more limited over time. So not to mention, it's also a deflationary asset. So if you look at all the characteristics and qualities of it, besides its capabilities, XRP could go to extremely high digits, and it will. And the thing is, XRP's price will never go down. It will only go up. When the slingshot takes place, it will only go up. And I'm talking about utility kicks in and when the market matures. All you have to do is look at the information and connect the dots. That's it.
A few things I'd like to add on as usual. Okay, so first of all, people need to understand that, based on everything we discussed as far as liquidity as well, it really takes us back to the fact that XRP is perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve medium of exchange currency. It really is a value. There's value there that can be moved around. So when you really get to the bottom of this, you discover that, XRP is really going to be around the center point of this new financial system, and everything else you hear about is going to be built around it. And that's what the interoperability is all about. And we also have a tweet from Arthur Brito. Arthur Brito was one of the creators of the Ripple protocol. And he said that XRP must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. I find that very interesting alone when he says something like that. And we also have to understand that as the destruction of currency happens because of the debt and inflation rises, there's loss of confidence in the dollar. So eventually all this value, is going to move to these digital assets.
From one place to the other.
There's going to be a very high demand for technologies such as XRP and XLM. I think they need each other to work. It takes two to tango. I see XRP being really the center point, and XLM being more of for everyday transactions, currency like that. Because when you actually look at it inside, you could see that it falls right into, if we're doing a new system in the monetary policy, it falls right in bed in those places. It perfectly meets. And even Vandell, you want to talk about the World Bank? Remember that document?
Yeah. So there's a document that was published in September 2021. And this document, I actually read the whole thing. There are many pages, but on page 31, there's a section labeled stable coins. And under that section, it only lists two stable coins I was referring to. The first one was XRP, and the second one was XLM. Now, this document was published in 2021 by the World Bank. The World Bank is based in Washington.
Rothschild Bank.
Yes, it's a Rothschild bank. And the World Bank is actually owned, its parent organization is the United Nations. So you see, you make the connections here, and they publish this document. Of course, most people in the world, of course, will never come across that document. They haven't read it, but it is public, and the information is there. All you got to do is read, and they listed it as stable coins. They spoke precisely in great detail for the functions and the use cases for XRP in comparison to XLM. Created by Stellar.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Wired for Impact. If you're interested in creating and expanding your impact, be sure to visit us online at impactnow.com.